this is something, a part of confidence that I have learned to with maturity and wisdom. It's cultivating a routine. The routine is not being cool. The routine is about maintaining consistency on the work and the things that you do in order to continue then live a life that's fulfilling to you. Because your self-confidence, it covers such everything in your life. You know, self-confidence will get you through the roughest of times. Self-confidence is sometimes the difference between winning and losing. And you've got to have a routine in life to ensure success. And that brings me to my next thing, and it's called setting realistic goals. And there's a method I use that's called SMART. You know, it is standard, measurable, achievable, or realistic and timely. SMART goals. And you can set them about a garden, or you can set them about starting a multi-billion-dollar business. And so you have the self-confidence to know that your routine can accomplish it, and you can shut down the negative voices in your head and not listen to the people telling you can't do it. Because you're going to dare to be great, because that's what self-confidence is. It is the hottest outfit in town. And it's about being a leader. It is about digging that deep inside and knowing when you walk in the room, it's not about caring who likes you. It's about not giving a damn. And you still shining and turning heads. Because, you know, I'm a trendsetter, not a trend follower. What I do, baby, I turn red to blue and blue to black and gold to platinum. But that's me. You're going to have to do your thing. I'm just trying to give you a few tips on how to embrace your self-confidence and grow it. Because it is a huge part of being a leader. Today, we don't see leaders very much with self-confidence. You know why? Because they're not even using their own words. They're reading scripts. They're living off or vicariously through somebody with a stronger personality than them. That's not confidence. That's playing. That's hiding behind the bully. It's like there was in these old cartoons, there was this big dog named Spike. And there was all this little dog behind him. Which way did he go? Which way did he go? Nah, we Spike. In fact, nah, we're not Spike. You know, we are who we are. If you was going to be a cool cat and somebody who was always self-confident, it would be somebody like Heathcliff. That may be beyond your time. But y'all can look him up on YouTube. Because Heathcliff was a confident cat. Not as cool as one of my man, Robert Beck, a.k.a. Iceberg. And all of these people and all these idols that you can look to. I mean, the sharp one. Look at what his confidence has done from him. He has gone from what was the soft underbelly to the podcast that is the sharpest podcast, that is one of the biggest podcasts in the world. And that man's story is inspiring. And it's confidence. Because when you pimping and you knowing, because pimping, people think pimping is just about a way of life. No, pimping is an attitude. Pimping is how you live. Pimping is in your heart. Church. And I've been taught by cats that people wouldn't even know that I know. And now that I'm sharing this stuff with you, because I'm trying to help people, we need leaders today. We need y'all to stop doubting. Like, man, I don't care if this video gets no likes. But eventually it's going to have 1,000. It might even go viral. But I'm not doing it for that. I'm doing it to encourage people to reach inside of them and find that validation. Man, my father tried to take mine from me. He used to try to beat it out of me. He used to try and take it out of me with his names. But I wouldn't let him. And my father was a successful man. You know, people used to look up to him in the community and call him a genius. And he was in his own right, and I've learned to forgive him. But that is how they used to want to get their best out of us. But then he was mad because, you know, my confidence and my cool outranged his, and he could never catch up. One day he asked me, he said, "What do you know about the book of pimping?" I said, nothing. What did I say? He said, "Have you read all the chapters?" I said, "Yeah, man, I memorized them." He said, "What does that mean?" I said, "How do you think I was going to add my own?" And I told him, and this is funny, I told him how many women I'd been with at the time. This man didn't believe me. He called me, and he hung up on me and called my sister. And she let him know. In fact, she was like, "Man, you don't want no pop." And you know why? Self-confidence. I used to be out in places where nobody looked like me. And then when I went to places where people looked like me, I was too light. But baby, you know what? I've been Jonas everywhere I've been. It's taken confidence for me to get onto this social media and embrace it in a new way. And I'm coming on here to share the tools and the things that you need to be the leaders that we need today to step out front and do more than protest and do more than walk up and down the street and talk about dumb stuff that you really don't understand. I need you to get a concept of truly what we need fixed. And do you know how do you ask those questions? You got to be confident. Because a confident person knows there's no such thing as a stupid question. It's better to be stupid for a moment than ignorant for a lifetime. And on that note, share this with somebody who you know feels down. Because they need to hear it. Because I guarantee they've got a gift that you see, that others see, but they may feel uncomfortable around more. But don't worry, most of the time it's knowledge bias. You're assuming people know more than you just because of the way they look or the way they carry themselves. And what's even worse is imposter syndrome. You've earned everything that you've got to this point. Celebrate those small wins. End that negative self-talk. Set those goals. Cultivate that routine. Empower yourself. Look every day in the mirror and say, "I am a powerful person. I am healthy. I am happy. I am confident. My sexuality radiates like the sun, and those who love me fall towards me like flowers need light. Give thanks to God or whoever, for I am in touch with the universal consciousness or a God in heaven. And I'm always be sure to be grateful and mindful for the gifts that I've been given and the gifts that He's been giving you." So today, as we learn these lessons and we split this up, I hope you remember, stick with Jonas and welcome to the G-Spot, baby. Because we're going to tell you how to find all things good. We're going to keep it G and all in between. Thank you.